A massive shakeup in Kyiv coming as Putin is trying to court the MAGA GOP in the United States. In fact, one of the leaders of the MAGA GOP is in Moscow tonight. It's the man you see here with the MAGA leader Donald Trump, Tucker Carlson. Possibly there in Moscow to interview Putin. Definitely there as a Putin-supporting celebrity.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about CNN and the rest of the old school lamestream media melting down over a potential Tucker Carlson, Vladimir Putin interview. Now, this is really ridiculous because of the way that they're framing it, like he shouldn't be doing it, he shouldn't be over there. Now, my question to the mainstream media and to anyone watching is, would he, Tucker Carlson, be the very first person of the Western media to interview Vladimir Putin? Do you think he'll be the first guy to ever interview him? Really? I think not. And as a matter of fact, we have a little meme for you guys. Okay, here you have Vladimir Putin with quite a few people on the left. You have him with Barbara Walters, George Papadopoulos, who was Bill Clinton's right-hand man, Charlie Rose from 60 Minutes. Then you have Tucker Carlson maybe, potentially, possibly having an interview with Putin, and that's all of a sudden cause for meltdown. Why wasn't it a cause for meltdown when he was talking to Barbara Walters, Papadopoulos, and Charlie Rose? I mean, you guys let me know. If you know why, let me know in the comments. You know, I have an opinion about that. I'll get to that in a minute. But first, some more meltdown. This is Daily Beast, another leftist rag. Kremlin cronies, Putin Tucker interview will blow up U.S. election. There we go. Russia, Russia, Russia all over again. Oh, they interfered with the election. They stole the election. But if you say, hey, you know what? There might have been a few issues with the 2020 election. Oh, we got to put you in the penitentiary, big rocks, little rocks. You can't say stuff like that. You can only say it when it goes the other direction against the guy that we actually like. That's the problem, okay? So you see what it says right here. Russia State TV stooges believe Tucker Carlson Putin interview will boost Putin at home and help restore Trump to the White House, all right? Again, this is just rumors. It's not even confirmed. Maybe he's in Russia for a Vladimir Putin interview, but it's not even, they're trying to get out ahead of it before it even drops to X, Twitter. Before it might drop there, they want to get ahead of it to frame the narrative. Here's something from New York Times. Tucker Carlson visit to Russia draw speculation of Putin interview. Mr. Carlson has been receiving blanket news coverage from state-run media, speaking about RT, media outlets in Russia since stepping foot in Moscow. Okay, so let's get to CNN's actual little news clip here. If you want to see the full clip without my commentary, link as always will be in the description. If you're on IG, visit a link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
The word reset, a massive shakeup in Kyiv coming as Putin is trying to court the MAGA GOP in the United States.
Now let's pause right here. And I'm sorry for the freeze frame, but it's not very many freeze frames that are that attractive for you, Miss Lady. But MAGA GOP, the MAGA Republicans, these are the buzzwords they use to brainwash people that still watch their programs. Okay, a lot of the older people, and shout out to everybody that's up there in age. I'm right there with you. I got the gray beard, but they want to attack people who are kind of used to just believing whatever the media says, listening to these kind of simple phrases get beat into their head. So then when you ask somebody who watches CNN about conservatives, Republicans, oh, that MAGA GOP, they're not so good. That's what they want you to, that's what they think of you. They think that you're going to be that way.
In fact, one of the leaders of the MAGA GOP is in Moscow tonight. It's the man you see here with the MAGA leader Donald Trump, Tucker Carlson.
See, within 17 seconds, how many times did they say the word MAGA? You see what I'm saying?
Carlson. Possibly there in Moscow to interview Putin. Definitely there as a Putin-supporting celebrity. Just listen to how Russian state media is breathlessly celebrating his visit.
Independent journalist Tucker Carlson has flown to Russia from the U.S. via Turkey to Vnukovo Airport. He saw Spartacus Ballet at the Bolshoi Theater, had lunch in a nice restaurant, went for a ride around town, rode the subway. He charged his smartphone via a USB port and connected to a fast and free Wi-Fi internet.
He charged his phone.
Is that breathlessly celebrating them? They're talking about, yeah, he got off the plane, he went to the hotel, he ate some food and charged his phone. Is that breathlessly celebrating? Really? Come on, CNN. I mean, I understand you guys have a narrative to try and push, but you're not doing a very good job at pushing the narrative.
Although they're knowing the details about the fact that it was during USB port may give him reason to think twice about all of this. But look at them talking about him like a celebrity. Everything he does on camera, breathlessly repeated. Now, it is unclear if an interview between Putin and Carlson will take place, but if it does, it gives Putin a chance to sit down with a big supporter.
It might be worth asking yourself, since it is getting pretty serious, what is this really about? Why do I hate Putin so much? Has Putin ever called me a racist? Has he threatened to get me fired for disagreeing with him? Does he eat dogs? These are fair questions, and the answer to all of them is no. Vladimir Putin didn't do any of that.
Did he lie? Where's the lie? Come on. What's this, Aaron Burnett? I don't know who this is. Yeah, Aaron Burnett. Like, where's the lie, Miss Burnett? I don't understand.
I'll actually always remember watching that clip. I was standing in Ukraine 48 hours before the war began there. Well, Carlson then stood by Putin consistently all the way through. And that is why he can go to Moscow now without any fear of being summarily imprisoned. He's a hero. This was Putin's mouthpiece in the United States, somebody who had turned a blind eye to the atrocities committed by Putin because they were happening far away.
Why would an American be in prison in Moscow if they didn't do anything wrong? Like, find me the American who was put in prison in Russia for doing nothing wrong other than maybe a political difference. If you could find that, let me know. What, Brittany Griner with, 100 vapes of weed in their bag in the airport? If you do that in America, you're getting locked up.
Once vibrant towns turned to ruins, mass graves with dozens of bodies in the Kyiv suburbs, a theater full of innocent women and children sheltering, bombed, despite the giant world's children written on the roof.
Hey, you know what? There's another place where that kind of thing is going on. Man, I can't think of where it is, but it's somewhere else. And that leader of that particular place isn't being treated the same way that Vladimir Putin is. So I'm just saying, it's kind of weird how we cover certain things.
More than 200,000 Ukrainian soldiers killed or injured. And tonight, Putin is trying to seize on the fact that Zelensky's military appears to be in turmoil, capitalizing on a moment of intense American political dysfunction and intensifying strikes. Fred Pleitgen is out front. He is live in.
Okay, so now they want to go to Ukraine and all this and that. I guess we got to send more taxpayer money to Ukraine. I guess we got to send them a few hundred billion, trillion, gazillion more dollars, more debt that we don't have that we can afford to spend. So that's what's happening right there. There was more, but they're talking about Ukraine, other unrelated things, to try and make you afraid of Vladimir Putin, to poison the minds of the people who may watch Tucker's interview. Now, here's a question I want to ask. She was talking about Tucker, I guess, really not being a celebrity. Oh, they're breathlessly covering whatever he does in Russia, like he's a big celebrity. If you're not a big celebrity, then why are you covering them? Why are you covering them? I'm sure that other guys and girls visit Russia, and they're spoken about similarly to the way Tucker is, but you don't cover them. So why cover Tucker Carlson? Why him specifically? Maybe it's because he is a big celebrity. He is a big draw, and you're going to have all eyes in the world on that interview if it actually does come out, because it's just a rumor. I mean, he may not be over there for an interview. Maybe it's something else. Maybe he is over there for an interview. But the way that the media is covering it, all these news outlets, if you Google this particular search, it's booming. You have article after article after article about it. Clearly, he's a big celebrity. You guys are covering him just as much as, if not more than, the so-called Russian state media. I think we have our own state media here in the USA because of all the unholy alliances. Speaking about CNN, do you know that Suzanne Malveaux of CNN is married to Karine Jean-Pierre, the White House press secretary. So I think we have our own state-run media, and to try and point the finger at them, if you point one finger at them, you pointing 3 more back at yourself. But as I close, I want to say this. Tucker Carlson's interview will be great if it does come out. I'm going to look forward to it. I'm not going to let the mainstream media poison my mind into thinking that Vladimir Putin is this horrible, terrible person who I shouldn't listen to. Even if he is a horrible and terrible person, why can't I hear what he has to say? If he says a thing that's true, then it's true. It doesn't matter who it's coming from. The worst person on planet Earth can say the sun is shining, and if the sun's shining, I can't say that it's not because the worst person said it. If it's true, it's true, and it's simple as that. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on CNN and the rest of mainstream media melting down over a potential Tucker Carlson, Vladimir Putin interview? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I think it's pretty hilarious how they try to downplay his celebrity. Meanwhile, they cover him more than they do over there to try and get in front of it because they know it's going to be a bunch of eyes on the interview if it does come out. You're talking about millions, and especially right now during an election season, they think that this one interview that has not even been confirmed could change the course of the election. So yeah, it is really important. Yeah, he is a really big celebrity. That's why you're covering it. That's why you're trying to do damage control early in the game. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.